is from Dorsanee. All their information will be down below. So this hair is a 13 by 4 brown colored body wave wig in 24 inches, and it is super cute. This is what the inside of the wig looks like. So you just have your regular knots that I did go ahead, well, I did bleach the knots, and then you have your combs at the sides and your comb at the bottom and your adjustable bands per usual standard protocol. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into the video. So starting things off, my wig cap is already installed, but I'm just going to take some of my cream makeup from Black Opal, and I'm going to just take my flat top brush and put it all over the wig cap to make sure it blends really well. I use the transparent wig caps. I don't really use like the thicker wig caps anymore. These are really a lot better with blending into your skin. And then after that, I'm going to take my lace tint and spray the inside of the wig. Even though I did bleach the knots, to me, using the lace tint just helps it blend more with my complexion. I think I used the color, was that dark brown? But yeah, I got the lace tint from my beauty supply store. After that, I'm just going to cut off this lace at the bottom here because I never use it. I know some people do, like if you sew down your wigs in the back and stuff, but I don't do that. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut it off. And now I'm going to go ahead and put the wig on my head and start cutting off the ear taps. Y'all, I'm sorry if you hear me like breathing weird right now. I have like a little bit of a cold, so please ignore that. But yeah, so I'm just fitting the wig to my head and cutting off the ear tabs. Okay, so after I fit the wig to my head, I noticed that the hairline comes down pretty far on me. So I'm parting the hair a little bit behind the hairline just so that when I cut the lace, it'll match my natural hairline a little bit more naturally. So this is going to be what I am going to cut off. But before I do that, I'm going to roll the wig back, and I'm taking my glue from Wig Dealer and just putting it all along my hairline. I did about like 2 layers of this glue in total. Yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and put it on and blow dry it. Next, I'm just taking my comb and melting the lace into the glue. I'm starting with the back of the comb first because it has the most pressure that way. And then I switch it back and forth from like the back of the comb to the front of the comb. But honestly, the back of the comb works better for me. And then I'm taking my hot comb and I'm just going to go behind what I did and just help lock it in place, if that makes sense. And now I'm going to take my favorite Wonder Bond spray, and I'm spraying this directly on my hairline in the front, but behind, the little piece of the hairline that I'm going to be cutting off. I feel like this just makes the wig extra secure, in my opinion. And then also it helps me lay down the areas near my sideburns because I don't put a lot of glue over there because my natural sideburns come down pretty far. So I don't want to be getting, like glue in my hair. So I just use this. So now I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it and let this sit. Okay, so while the glue and spray and everything is drying underneath the wig band, I'm just gonna go ahead and go through the wig and flatten the top of it. So to do that, I'm using my wax stick and my got to be free spray and my hot comb, and I'm just going in like section by section, flattening it out. I initially thought I was going to do like a middle part in this hair, so that's kind of like what I started doing here, but eventually I ended up with like a flip over type thing because I think that looks a lot better. But yeah, I'm just gonna repeat the same steps over and over until it's done. And then after I'm done with that, it's time to cut off the lace. So I started using like a big scissors to cut off all the extra lace, but I decided to go in with my little tiny scissors. I think I'm actually gonna buy some of those like fabric scissors that I see people use where the edges are jagged. But I like these tiny scissors for areas like this where where I have to be super detailed. I could use a razor right here, but for me, these tiny scissors just like really get into like the nitty gritty of the lace, where I have to like be very careful about what I cut. So I use like multiple things, like look at all that I just cut off. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and clean this up, and then I eventually go in with my razor as well. Okay, so now it's time to jump into my baby hairs. Full disclosure, I did start off doing my edges and my baby hairs a certain way, but they didn't end up like this in the end. Like the parts that I'm combing out right here, I decided not to go in with because it was just a lot of baby hairs going on, and I kind of just wanted to keep it simple. You know, I try to do something a little different, but sometimes you just got to stick to what you know and just quit trying to do all this extra mess, right? So here I am just doing my edges, but you'll see how it turns out later. Yeah, so as you can see, I started off originally doing like 3 sections in my baby hairs, but I never do 3. I usually just do 2. So as I'm laying them down with like my gel here, I decided to get rid of the one at the very top, because it just wasn't working out. It just was not looking right. So I just did my edges how I usually do. Sometimes, like I said, you just gotta stick to what you know and quit trying to be fancy. So while I let my edges sit, I'm going to go and curl the rest of my hair. I'm using my Bio Silk, just applying that like to the ends to make it like extra soft and silky and shiny. And then I'm going to take my hair in small sections and use my favorite freaking curling iron. I always talk about this curling iron, but I got this from like TJ Maxx. It's like from Hot Tools, so like you could go to the Hot Tools website to find it, but they're honestly pretty pricey. So I got this for like what, $16-20 from TJ Maxx. They always keep Hot Tools stuff there, so if you're interested, it'll be like there, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, stores like that. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go section by section and wrap my hair around the barrel heading towards the back. Leave it on there for a few seconds and then just let it drop. So when all that is said and done, this is what I had left. As you can see, I had a cute little middle part, but as I looked at it, I was like, wait a minute, what if we just flip that guy over to the side? And that is exactly what I did, and I think it was a lot cuter like that. It was like just a little flip over. Like I didn't need a a part in my hair to just flip it over to the side. You know, sometimes I just like to let it hang like this and let it flow. Plus the curls and the hair and everything was so bouncy, so thought it was a cute little move. You can flip it to like either side. I like flipped it like back and forth, honestly, playing with it, but it came out super cute to me. So anyways, like I said, I didn't have any issues with this hair. No tangling, no shedding. I really like the texture of the hair. It's more of like a silkier texture, and then especially like putting the bio silk on it, it really just made it shine. Yeah, I really love this hair, and the color is really cute little brown moment, and the edges and I don't know, it was just cute. Like I don't know what else to say. I liked it. Anyways, like I said, this hair is from Dorsanee. All the information for this hair will be in the description box below. But that is it for this video, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Adios till next time.